What's going on, guys? It's your boy Drax here, and welcome to a brand new video of Gacha revenue. This is going to be my very first Gacha revenue, guys. And in this video, I do want to cover games that I'm well aware of, such as Wuthering Waves, Punishing Grey Raven, Zenless Zone Zero, a little bit of Genshin Impact, and last but not least, Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. So in this video, I just want to talk about the Gacha revenue, what these games are doing, what Hoyoverse is doing, what Kuro Games is cooking, because Kuro Games is doing absolutely amazing right now. They are doing a lot. They are cooking up some heat, and I'm very excited to talk about it. Kuro Games is doing a lot for the future, guys. So let's get right into it. I would like to start with Wuthering Waves, guys. Wuthering Waves is an amazing open world game. I have to admit, the visuals are great, the gameplay is amazing, and it is produced by Kuro Games. Kuro Games has done a wonderful job in the game, and I'm going to pull up the Gacha revenue, guys. Let's take a look at it together. Wuthering Waves is one of the most popular Gacha games out there. A lot of people are calling it a Genshin Impact killer, but in my opinion, Wuthering Waves is on its own category, you guys. Kuro Games has done a wonderful job creating this game. I have to thank Kuro Games so much for creating such a wonderful open world game. Now, I have to be honest, I do not play the game as much as I want to because I cannot wait until it is released for the PS5. And so far, its revenue is looking really healthy. You have a lot of players still spending money in the game. It is growing in popularity. You have a ton of people playing it. People play this game every single day, grinding out their characters, leveling their characters up, doing a lot. Even in the end game is absolutely incredible. You can do so much in this game. There's a lot to do in this game compared to almost every other gacha game out there. The end game is amazing. I'm going to be honest, I do not fully know the game, but this is one game that's going to stick to my radar, and I will play it more when it is released for the PS5. And this right here is the China revenue for the game. Take a look at this, you guys. This game is also popular in China. I know that it did fall to 2.8 million, maybe because the people didn't like the new banner that came out last month, which was Shorekeeper, and she is awesome. She was a great support character, and I do respect Kuro Games for creating another great character. And now, let me start talking about Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, because they are added at each other, guys. It's great. Genshin Impact is one of the best open world games out there, guys. I am not going to lie, and to be honest with you, this game is not going to go anywhere. I know there's a lot of people that talk bad about the game, but let's be real here. Genshin Impact is a freaking monster. It is. Take a look at its gacha revenue here. This game is just too good. It is doing an amazing job. Hoyoverse is doing their thing. They keep releasing new banners, new content to the game, and I'm sure that a lot of players love it. And there's a lot of people who are addicted to this game. This is what happens. It is a great game. It's done its job. And it is a very popular game. It's popular in China and it's popular globally. You can go to anyone and ask if they play Genshin Impact, and I assume that many people will say, yeah, I play Genshin Impact and I do play Wuthering Waves. Now this is where I find it interesting. Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact are at war with each other. And I have seen content creators go at it. They will argue with each other saying Genshin Impact is better. No. Wuthering Waves is better. No. But in my honest opinion, they are both great. It also depends on which game you pick, guys. If it's either Wuthering Waves or Genshin, which game do you spend more time on? Because they are both open world. And soon, Wuthering Waves will be coming to PS5. And oh boy, Hoyoverse is going to start sweating. They're going to be like, what? Wuthering Waves is trying to compete with us even more now after coming to PS5. Oh man, do you guys realize how many people are going to go play on the PS5 when Wuthering Waves come out? Do you guys realize how many new people are going to play the game and spend money in the game for PS5? Guys, do you understand how big this is for Kuro Games? Kuro Games is about to generate a ton of money for this game when it comes out to PS5, because you're going to see a lot of people making transactions by buying all these banners and just expand their characters and their accounts on this game. Like, the people who has been playing on PC or mobile might even switch to PS5, because I have to be honest, I hate playing this game on mobile. I prefer to play this game on PS5. And it's going to happen. A lot of players who do have mobile and PS5 are going to play it on PS5 even more so, because it is a very good game. It has good visual, it has good gameplay. It is just great. And now let me talk about Punishing Gray Raven. Punishing Gray Raven is doing a major move right now thanks to Kuro Games. Check this out. Guys, this has got to be the biggest announcement that Kuro Games has ever done for Punishing Gray Raven. They are making a collaboration with Devil May Cry 5. And oh my gosh, as a Devil May Cry fan, this made me go absolutely nuts. It did make me go nuts, because Punishing Gray Raven does have an amazing gameplay. And in my honest opinion, guys, Kuro Games should have taken over Devil May Cry in the first place. Like, Kuro Games really do a wonderful job on their gameplay, their animation, their controls, pretty much everything. Like, just take a look at this wonderful gameplay. Have I ever tried Punishing Gray Raven? Yes. Did I play it for a long time? No. Because at the time, my main focus was on Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, and I did miss out on this game. I missed out on how wonderful this game is, just like every other game, because I did become popular in Devil May Cry. I have to admit, a lot of people know me, but it didn't work out. And I will get to that in the next part of this video. Punishing Gray Raven is going to do such an amazing job. And look at this gacha revenue, guys. Just take a look at this. Let's take a look at its revenue in China, guys. In China, this game is very popular for a mobile game. Like, it is still generating money in its millions compared to the global version of the game. Like, I get it. The game may not be popular in the global version, such as America or Europe and all that, because it's still making 300 to 400k. Meanwhile, in China, they're making 1.4. But if you generate both of these together, guys, Punishing Gray Raven is actually making a ton of money. This is how Kuro Games was able to develop Wuthering Waves. Let's be real here. They're still going to use Punishing Gray Raven, which is a wonderful, beautiful game. And whenever they come out with this collaboration with Devil May Cry, bro, do you guys see the big potential here for Wuthering Waves? What if it becomes so successful that they start to add one character or maybe a couple from Devil May Cry into Wuthering Waves? Can you guys imagine playing Wuthering Waves open world as a Devil May Cry character? It would honestly feel like playing Devil May Cry in an open world game. How many of us gamers who are hardcore Devil May Cry fans always wanted to have a open world DMC game with a crazy gameplay and crazy animation? Like, can you guys just imagine that? You're gonna judgment cut, you're gonna use Devil Trigger everywhere around the map in the world, and Kuro Games does not disappoint. They did a wonderful job in the game overall. They did a wonderful job with gameplay, and they did a wonderful job with their animation. Like, bro, Kuro Games is going to make power moves, and there's a lot of companies out here who are keeping an eye on this. Trust me, guys, and the whole community is actually excited to see what Kuro Games is cooking. They are. Like, Punishing Gray Raven is a great game. I'm not going to lie. I really do want to play it whenever they do come out with the characters. I want to try it. But so far, there are no trailers yet. It is just an announcement. Like, Kuro Games should have been the one to always take care of Devil May Cry. I know they're not going to disappoint, and I knew that from the start. I know that Kuro Games is an amazing company, and they do care about the community, and they do care about their players. Like, that is a major thing. that is what you want, you know? Like, that is a great thing to have. Now, let me talk about Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Oh boy, I'm going to make this brief because I'm going to be honest, I hate Nebula Joy. I hate what they've done to the game. The game is dying. And I do want to make this brief because I am very upset. I do not like where the game went. And here it goes, guys. Okay, so you guys can clearly see that this game will not have a future. It is going to steadily continue to decline because the developers of the game do not care about its community and they do not care about its players. It is very unfortunate. There was way too much lack of communication coming from the developers. Everybody's seen my videos. Everybody's seen what's going on with this game. I did care about it and I do still have a soft spot to it, because I did become popular for the game. I did become a YouTube content creator for the game. And, you know, it has been a long journey. And, you know, this is a game that will always have a special place in my heart. And it does suck to see this happen to a very beloved game. Like, I'm not going to talk bad about the game. The game overall is good. The gameplay is good. The card system is amazing. The IP system is good as well. The performance is great. There were just a lot of bugs, easy bug fixes that could have been done and implemented in the game, but the developers didn't really care about it. It was very unfortunate. You know, it's very unfortunate what's going on in Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, and the community is pretty much aggravated. Like, the game lost its numbers. The game lost a ton of players. So the game is not going to make a lot of money. And because the game is not going to make a lot of money, there is barely going to be any new content. Like, to be honest, it is a mobile game and a computer game. I still want to see the whole revenue from the PC revenue as well. Like, this is basically the mobile revenue for the game, and it's horrible. Compared to Punishing Grey Raven, when they're still in the millions overall from China and global, this is something that Devil May Cry Peak of Combat should have looked like. In the millions. If a gacha game is making less than $500,000, just shut it down. Honestly, just shut it down. Just pack your bags and go. Nebula Joy, pack your bags and go. Leave the game alone. Don't destroy it anymore. Just drop it. Just shut down the servers. End the story. That's it. I'm not going to go any further because I really do wish that Devil May Cry Peak of Combat should have been better. I wish that the developers were better. I wish that everything in this game should have been better, because in my honest opinion, it should have been the top 10, the top 20 mobile games in the world right now, and it's not. Unfortunately, because of Nebula Joy, and it is what it is. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Now, let me talk about Zenless Zone Zero. ZZZ has become one of my favorite gacha games out here, guys, and I have to admit, I fell in love with it. I am putting a lot of money in it. I do see a bright future for the game. It is so good. The animation is great. The story is great. You can pretty much replay the story, replay every single thing in the game. The combat is amazing. The shield defense is amazing. This system is actually not that bad. And what else is good? Pretty much everything. The game is almost perfect, and in the future, Hoyoverse will make it even better. Like, they will. So let's check out the gacha revenue here real quick. Let me explain to you guys what happened, because this shocked the crap out of me. ZZZ made $10 million in October, but this is just for mobile or PC, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not 100% sure what happened here, because I seriously doubt this game only made 10 million. Like, this has to be a mobile revenue or a PC revenue. I don't know, because this game is on mobile, PC, and console. Like, the entire data is not there. And to be honest, there is a ton of more data that is missing in this game. I have to be honest and crystal clear here so you guys can understand that ZZZ is not performing bad. It is not. Unfortunately, I have to tell the truth here. It is not the most popular game, but in my honest opinion, in the future it will be, because this game still has a lot of potential to grow. Like, the graph is there, guys. They can add so much more to this game, and they will. Like, for example, let's take a look at the new banners coming out. Let's take a look at the new game modes. They're coming out with Yanagi and Lighter. Like, these two characters are going to be awesome. They're going to be great, and I feel like they are going to generate a ton of money next month. November is going to be a great month for Hoyoverse. It is going to be a great month for Zenless Zone Zero. And if not, it is because of its popularity. It is not the most popular game out there, but in the future, I think it will be, because, oh my gosh, man, it is just such a good game. It is just a shame that the game is not as popular as I want it to be, but in my honest opinion, I think it will. This game has a lot of room to grow, and the developers are doing a great job taking care of it, and I'm sure the developers are going to surprise us. They're going to surprise us with a lot more game modes, a lot more co-op, a lot more story, a lot more of whatever they're going to implement in the game. Like, I trust the developer for MiHoYo. I think they're going to do great, and honestly, the game is still selling. The game is doing a great job at selling. It's still in the millions, 10 millions. And if it stays there, it's going to be healthy. And yes, the animation is expensive. They put in a lot of money for it. And it's not cheap to run this game. It is not. So yes, the developers do have to make a great job for the game. They do have to continue. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to disappoint. Hoyoverse developers do have one of the best people designing their games. I'm not going to lie. That is a fact. They do have a wonderful development team. They know how to develop their games. They know how to develop gameplay. And I have to admit, they did a great job at Honkai Star Rail. I don't know anything about that game, but that game is doing absolutely great. They did a wonderful job with Genshin Impact. I don't know much about Genshin Impact, but I see that they're doing great. You know, I'm going to be honest here. There are games that I don't know about. But I have been investing in ZZZ. I have been investing in this game. And yes, I think this game has a lot of potential and room to grow. And I will not deny that. This game is absolutely great, as well as all of their other games. But I chose ZZZ because I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with interacting with the characters, and it was just great. My experience overall for this game was awesome. I love every single thing about it, and I will continue to invest in it. So yeah, guys, this pretty much wraps up my video, and I'll catch you on my next one. I love you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.